Hi, I'm Molly Bulman, and I'm speaking up about hunger issues. So hunger is a universal issue. It's a very easy selling point when selling it as a community issue, because everyone knows what it feels like to be hungry. And a very old person can be hungry, a child can be hungry. We're all familiar with that. It's just the frequency and the extent to which we're hungry that changes depending on our economic situation or social situation. Getting help for hunger needs is also very highly stigmatized. It's hard to admit that you need help with something like that, admit that your children need help. Recently, the well-known food stamps program went through a transition to become SNAP, or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Now, instead of having food stamps, coupons, that sort of thing, shuffling around and having lots of paperwork for it, the idea behind SNAP is that you have a debit card and are allowed to go to the grocery store. You can see what's labeled as SNAP. It's not stigmatized with the name food stamps anymore, and individuals can get a little bit more help than they need without that kind of connotation. Now, a lot of community organizations try to take a similar approach when they're looking at hunger issues. So rather than immediately going in and knocking on a door saying, "Hi, I'm here to help you," organizations will try to mosey in around the back and bring it up, frame it as a bigger community issue, that it's a neighborhood issue or like but it's not a personal attack, as I would say. It does take a long time with things like this. The Campus Kitchen at William & Mary, when they first started, had a really difficult time getting people to accept meals because they didn't know where we were coming from. They didn't realize, how would you be able to get my name, and how do you know that I am, in this need? And it took a long time, this very gradual process, to allow us to come in, get comfortable with individuals, get comfortable with their kids in the neighborhood. Some of the ways that we did this was working with an after-school arts and crafts / sports sort of program that encouraged the kids to come out. And as the kids got more familiar, parents would get more familiar. And as soon as you see that the numbers grow as far as people who are willing to accept meals. So more people are getting help, more kids are getting help. So I would say it's not as much a question of resources, because we definitely have the resources to feed the hungry in our neighborhood. But it's a means of the process and putting really careful thought into how you're going to accomplish those hunger issues. So I would encourage you, as you look at hunger issues, to look a little bit beyond the kitchen, a little bit beyond the normal scope of hunger awareness issues, and to really see what community is out there. Because if it was you in that situation, you would want someone to take careful thought with this and not cavalierly say, here's your meal, I'm done with my service now. So as you approach these issues, really you need to think about the issues that are completely surrounding it, not just the root cause. And I'm Molly Bulman, speaking up about hunger awareness.